The bride twirled, her gown flowing like water, her smile wide and unshaken. Guests clapped, sprayed money, and the cameras never stopped flashing. Every move was captured, every laugh frozen in photographs that would later flood the internet. The world saw a fairy tale, but those in the room felt the tension that came with too much beauty, too much success, and too much happiness displayed all at once. The MC invited the couple to cut the cake, and the hall erupted in cheers. The cake itself stood tall, decorated in white and gold, almost too beautiful to cut. The bride placed her hand over her husband's, and together they sliced into it. More cheers, more pictures, and more hashtags. The bride tasted the cake with delight, feeding her husband with a smile that made the room roar in excitement. It was perfect, almost too perfect. When it was time for the couple's toast, glasses of champagne were lifted high, clinking together in celebration. But as the bride raised her glass and looked across the hall, she didn't notice the narrowed eyes of those who silently wished this happiness would not last. She didn't notice the quiet bitterness in the corners of the room. She only saw the sparkle of her husband's eyes and the endless possibilities of their future. For her, this was the beginning of forever. For others, it was a moment that stung too deeply to ignore. By the time the night deepened, the celebration was at its peak. The bride, still glowing, danced with family, laughed with friends, and moved with the confidence of a woman who believed she had it all. The envy that surrounded her remained hidden, cloaked in smiles, veiled in applause. She had no idea that while the city was calling her wedding a Lagos fairy tale, some shadows in that hall had already decided that fairy tales were not meant to last.